All right, welcome back to Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl for the Indiana Scratch Classic. Scott Gilmore, Mike Aulby, Chad Lester in the broadcast booth. Round of 9, third round, whatever you want to say. We're just one more round away from our championship match here on lanes 5 and 6. But, man, do we have some talented guys here in the final 9 players. And this should be very exciting, I would.
Yeah, the group here of 9 are lined up. I mean, these are the guys who've been hitting them all day and consistently doing that. So, yeah, and now we're taking 4, so it's going to take a good number to get to that 4.
Well, you got Gene Perez, a past champion, Matt Sanders, a past champion, Ryan Burton, a defending champion, TJ Schmidt, a past champion. So you're not lacking any stars. Guys knocking on the door from winning one of these state titles, Bailey Maverick. Now you got some up-and-comers here bowling well. Lucas Francis, Jacob Lewis from Lafayette, and Brandon Alfrey bowling really well this week. Imagine the cut score is going to be a little bit higher than +5.
Yeah, I would say so. You're not going to back in with a game under 200, I don't think.
I want to thank you for watching on your Sunday afternoon here. Just past 3 o'clock here in Lafayette. You know, we had to fall back an hour. Last night I got an extra hour of sleep. I wasn't going to complain about that.
Yeah, there's a shot by Matt Sanders on lane 7. Just we've been watching him practice, and he's been trying several different balls and trying different angles. And yeah, he paid the penalty there, 4-6-7. But still trying to find an angle that doesn't let that ball overreact for him.
He threw the new hammer, the not urethane, a few times on the left lane, and it looked good. Then he tried it on the right lane, and it didn't look good. So he did try a reactive resin ball on the right lane. I thought he might end up throwing 2 different balls.
Yeah, that definitely was what it sounds like. That would be the option, but
we'll see how things go here. Ryan Burton and Lucas Francis both start out with the first 2 strikes on their pair on 7 and 8. We're using 3, 4, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. And Jacob Lewis with a double.
Wow, I haven't seen him do that yet. Double. My gosh, he's been lined up every game.
He has struck a bunch.
Yeah, thrown it well. You know, not one person in this group of 9 would surprise me if they're in the 4. So it's that close.
Oh, Brooklyn strike for TJ. He starts out with a double.
Well, and that's what you need. You got to get those breaks.
Nice thing is we're going to really know what's going on here because everybody's right in front of us.
Yes, we can see them.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice shot, Bailey Maverick. Lucas Francis is now, he's got 3 in a row. He's went to the loft on this lane, this pair. You can see him actually definitely trying to loft it. And so far, so good. 3 in a row.
Well, you and I both commented before we took the air here for this broadcast, or for this round, I should say, and we're surprised how many balls he ended up throwing. He was locked in. His first 4 shots on warm-up, 10 back, and I was surprised, like you had made a comment, stop for a while and then maybe the last minute or 2 throw a few more. But
yeah, because he was really lined up there. But, sometimes you can't, tell what they feel. They were maybe seeing something different, the break point, and thought they need to work on it. And good move so far. Matt Sanders, good shot, but lays the 6-pin straight back, leaving the 10.
Well, and not only can we see everyone, but so can the players, right?
Yeah.
They have a pretty good idea of what's going on around them. And you start missing and you feel like you're losing control of the pair, you can start panicking a little bit. Now, Matt Sanders isn't going to be one of those that panics because he realizes, hey, I'm going to go to another pair, and let's just hope that pair is good.
Yeah.
Not sure how Bailey Maverick held on to. He was getting ready to release, and he just stopped.
Yeah, those are difficult.
I'm telling you right now, I'm face first into the oil on the lane if I try that. Again, thanks for watching. Please join us in the chat. Feel free to ask any questions, comments. Make sure you subscribe. Become a subscriber to Savage Bowling TV. Mike Aulby, Chad Lester, and myself here in the broadcast booth. Tell us where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. Lots of bowling action in the future here on Savage Bowling TV. We're just getting warmed up here with the Indiana Scratch Classic. We'll take about 6 weeks off here after this, and we'll be back the first of the year. We'll be in Anderson and first weekend in February for the Indiana Masters. Then we'll be back again in Anderson for the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals. And then we'll have the Queens, and we'll have all kinds of additional high school bowling action. And Mike, you'll be there every step of the way. You just didn't realize that, did you?
I just
wanted
did.
to break that news
I just
to
did,
you.
yeah.
Probably, there's some, you know what, I just might buy your lunch sometime down the road here. Return that favor. Oh, TJ with a great break.
Great break, yeah.
Front four.
Jacob Lewis over there at the front four as well.
Well, Ryan Burton had the front four, and he
very soft. He threw that ball real soft and broke loose.
2-4-7-8. Boy, that's not an easy spare.
That's a tough one.
Not hard for him, though.
Yeah, nice spare.
Uh-oh. We've lost sound somewhere. So that means I can say whatever I want now. I don't think that's on our end. I think we're good.
Beautiful shot, Bailey Maverick, 3 in a row. Yeah, he's looking good. He come back off that bad game to finish the round and squeak into this one, but great shot.
Wow, Lucas with a 3.56. I'm kind of surprised he's gone to the loft.
It makes it more difficult to repeat.
Yeah, well, and like you made a comment, the more he bowled, the more he kind of looked like he was losing the pair.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, you think, maybe I should just stop.
Yeah.
Especially when you have 3 lefties.
Yeah, I would have waited a little bit, but if you're confused and you're not comfortable, you got to keep going. Nice spare.
Good cover.
Lucas, yeah.
Boy, Ryan Burton just continuing to throw strikes. Jacob Lewis with the 7 count, leaving the 6-9-10. Oh, and he chops it.
We had the angle. There was a lot of room between those pins. From here, you could see that was a tough one.
Well, it's interesting. Jacob and Brian both backup balls for their spares on.
And that's when you're backing it into, I mean, that makes it more easier to do what he just did, to chop it.
Ooh, Matt flirting with the gutter there, leaving the 1-3-6.
That ball didn't read the lane at all until way late.
Great shot
look
there.
Yeah, he's got a great look, mate. Bailey Maverick, great shot.
And Jacob Lewis.
Speaking of good shots,
back on the strike train there after the
nice.
open. Boy, Matt Wilhite is in big trouble.
Yeah. He's just getting moved one way and it hooks too much, move the other way and it doesn't break at all.
Oh, Lucas with a flat 7.
Yeah, Lucas is getting a little, you can tell he's a little uncomfortable at the line, little stick, trying to loft that ball and just needs to smooth things out a little bit and let that ball use its power. It'll change its whole angle. Oh, rolls that 10 out.
He might have the most unusual 3 strikes in this game. The TJ, that is. Oh, Lucas with the miss on the 7.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, but.
And quietly, Gene Perez has a 3-bagger.
Yes.
He's kind of lurking in the weeds there,
Yep,
isn't he?
Yep. Oh, huge break, though. Breaking that 6-10 out.
Almost had the 6-7-10.
Yeah, that ball broke way too early. Oh, big break. Tripping that 6-pin.
Boy, Ryan Burton is threatening to win this tournament back-to-back years.
Pretty shot, yeah, Matt Sanders. Ball did everything it needed to do, and when it needed to do it.
Well, and it just shows you his experience and how good of a player is he. There's no panic.
Yeah.
Right? You know, is he off to a good start? No. He's got 2 strikes or 3 strikes and an open in 7 frames, and none of them are connected. And he's no panic in him, though. I think Lucas has talked himself into being lost.
Yeah, that loft, that was a lofting more than he did last time. I don't know if he's still using the same ball, just lofting more, or if he's changed the whole dynamic, but. Spare. Good spare by Lucas.
TJ's threatening to win another one of these things. He already has 2.
Made good shots.
He's got both a Scratch Classic win and a Indiana Masters win. And remember, I believe he won those almost in the same calendar year. Gene with the strike. There's going to be a bowler that's going to bowl a really good 2-game block and come up short.
Yeah, when you're only taking 4 out of this group, they're all putting a pretty good step forward.
Jacob Lewis has 245 out there. Gene has 249. Brandon Alfrey has 234. And this game is quickly getting away from Lucas.
Yeah, just currently shooting 2-0.
Flat 7 there for Ryan Burton.
Got that one.
Yeah, that had a little bit of authority on it. Now TJ in full control right now. Oh, boy, that ball squirted past the break point.
Yeah.
Luckily, just the 2-8.
I'm not sure I could do the two-handed thing, let alone back it up two-handed.
Yeah, and hooking the whole lane.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Gene Perez, pretty shot in the 9th there, setting it up.
Oh, big 4 for Bailey.
Oh, big break by Matt Sanders.
Well,
That's a big shot.
Yeah, 3-bagger now. It puts him in the
He's
2-0s.
yeah. He's right in there now.
All right, good spare there for TJ.
Yeah, we got a couple guys coming up and a few guys falling back a little bit, so it's going to make quite the one-game shootout here for the top 4 spots. Ball's quitting.
Well, they say the ball doesn't hook in the air, but I'm not sure that's necessarily a good thing for a purple hammer. I think you want that ball in the lane as quick as you can get it. And Lucas is staring at a 2-0 game in the face when everybody else around him has chances to shoot 240 or better.
That may be one of the fastest balls I've seen go down the lane. That was about as smooth as it gets with no hesitation for Lucas on that 7-pin.
That was probably all of about 25 miles an hour going down there.
Gene Perez gets the first one to 10th in the 230s right now.
Ooh. All right. Lucky just to leave a 2-pin. Fortunate on a couple of shots here for TJ. Now he's gotten a couple of good breaks on strikes, so.
Ryan Burton in the 250s. Getting ready to shoot the fill ball.
He looks so excited, doesn't he?
Yeah, I thought we might as well go down and help him get up. Oh, Matt Sanders just opens the rack. Big shot. Puts him in the 2 teens. 224 left. He's right in play.
Yeah, and he knows he needs all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're watching. They're keeping an eye out on what everybody else is doing. 240. Now you're looking 249 here now for Gene.
255.
He's going to lead the
Ryan
way.
Burton, yep.
Well, TJ can strike out for 245.
Oh, solid 8, Jacob Lewis. Maybe in the 230s. Cost him the 240s.
Oh, man, what a finish for Matt Sanders.
Yeah, no, that's a good finish for Matt.
That's what makes those guys so good is no panic, finish strong. Boy, that's a big spare for
Bailey Maverick. Good spare.
Gene with 248. Solid 9-pin.
Oh. You know, he made the move, and there it is. 6-pin, 7-pin, back and forth for Justin. Or for Lucas Francis.
Yeah, and boy.
Leaving that 6-pin, I'm sure he made the move off those 2 flat 7s, and there it is, 6. He's caught between.
Yeah, and I think he talked himself into that a little bit, to be honest with you. When he threw the first 3 or 4 and he was dead in the hole, I'm like you. Okay, what? The only reason why I'm bowling now is, do I think I need to stay loose? And if you don't, then you just sit and watch.
Well, he's got 3 lefties on the pair, counting himself, and that's going to change it quick.
Yeah, and Gene avoids all that. He's just going to go here to 3 and 4. And he told me earlier that he was fine bowling on 3 and 4.
That's the most loft he's had yet. Oh, 7 count for
198.
Lucas, 198, yeah.
He's going to have some work to do.
Yeah.
Yes, he's going to be 40 pins behind. .223 for Matt Sanders. Right now, Matt Sanders is on the outside looking in here. TJ, is it going to be 240s or 230s? Boy, his ball just can't make the corner.
Nope.
Well, that's going to put him in the number right now.
one-game shootout here for 4. It's going to be good. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, Brandon Alfrey with 210. He's not out of it.
No. Yeah, the only one you realistically think doesn't have a chance is Matt Willhite because he's 168. So that would take one heck of a game to get him back into that.
Well, he's
270 or above just to have a chance.
Yeah, that's just to
That's
get
if
to
he
40
gets help.
over.
Yeah, that's if he gets help from his opponents.
Yeah, and these guys are going to have to really falter at some point.
All of them. Yeah, all of them.
Exactly. Bailey, this is a big shot for him. Oh, blower 710. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that one hurts.
Boy, and a miss. Absolute terrible time frame for that to happen on a good pitch. Gave it a scare.
Yeah, almost found its way back on the deck.
That's going to put him at 198. All right, that round concludes game number 1 here. And right now your leader is Ryan Burton with 255. Second place, Gene Perez, 248. In third is TJ Schmidt with 235. And in fourth is Jacob Lewis at 234. Just on the outside is Matt Sanders, 223. And the 3 guys that are on top are all 3 past champions of this event. And Gene Perez, Matt Sanders has won this event twice. Gene Perez has won the Scratch Classic and Indiana Masters once each. Now players will move 1 pair to the right, skipping 5 and 6, our TV pair. Want to thank our sponsors here for making this broadcast possible. Pinheads Bowling Center and Entertainment in Fishers, Big 4 Sox, A1 Automotive, Tim Mack's Victory Lane Pro Shop, Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl, and RT Tour Experience. And also want to give a big thanks to the Brands of Brunswick for their contributions to make this broadcast possible. Scott Gilmore, Mike Aulby, and Chad Lester in the broadcast booth on your Sunday afternoon here from Lafayette for the Indiana Scratch Classic, our round of 9, our third round. And bowlers now getting ready to start their second game. 2-game total pin. Top 4 will bowl for the title.
Matt Sanders will like that look.
Now 3 and 4 has been the tricky pair. Now, Jacob Lewis finished his last round on this pair and bowled really well, shot 230. I'm sure he'd take that again. Now TJ Schmidt here on lane 7. Well, for these guys, this solid 9-pin. For these guys, this is a fresh pair. In a sense.
Yeah.
All righties coming to a pair that had all lefties on it.
Oh, my.
Oh, how did the 7-pin stand?
It was almost halfway over. And Lucas comes in light. Leaving just the 3-pin. All right, Braden Alfrey here on lane 4. He's on the outside looking in right now, but he still had a respectable game, 210. Yeah.
He's only essentially a mark out of it.
He was around the pocket, yeah.
He's the only other right-hander besides Jacob Lewis throwing urethane. He's got a solid game.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Burton with a 10-pin. That's the overcorrection.
Yeah, that made sense. I mean, you know, ball didn't break in. You want it to get there, so a little too much.
Guys needing to bowl really well this game. Bailey Maverick, Lucas Francis, and Braden Alfrey.
Big shot by Matt Sanders, flush for a strike for the start with a double. That's 2 good looks on one on each lane, so he's good to go.
Really, Lucas should be able to line up off of Matt more so than Ryan. Lucas with a little more hand than Matt, but they're going to play the lane pretty similarly between the two of them. Ryan's going to be a little bit right just because of a much greater rev rate, but can Lucas make the adjustments as TJ comes in light again, leaving the 2-pin? Ooh.
Wow. He's really amping it up down there now.
Yeah,
Lucas
and I think that could be a detriment. I think you're right on your assessment there of maybe backing the speed down. Let the ball roll a little bit more. There's plenty of hand there to mix the pins up.
You know, sometimes we want to strike before we throw it, you know.
Right. Again, thanks for watching here on Savage Bowling TV. Indiana Scratch Classic from Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl. Beautiful facility here in the central west part of the state of Indiana here in Lafayette, home of the Purdue Boilermakers. Basketball team kicks off the season Monday night.
Are they any good?
Now, they're going to be pretty good. But, you know, they're not going to be judged on the regular season this year after that.
Right, yeah.
After they lost in the first round of the NCAA tournament to a 16 seed.
Were they starting ranked? They're in what, 3? 2?
Yeah, 3, I believe. And for those Purdue fans, you know, football has been kind of a little bit of a pain here on their side, and
so
they're ready for basketball. Yeah. Boy, Lucas comes in light again, Mike, and leaves that 3-pin.
That's what he left the first frame over there. Oh, Bailey Maverick with a great shot. Spares that 4-7-10.
All right, Ryan Burton with a double there. And, wait for it. Nope. Head pin didn't do it. Head pin didn't do its job on the 10.
Good shot by Gene Perez.
Oh, and he goes open, 7 spared, and you're like, oh, he's lost. And double.
Yeah.
Not so much. Oh, Braden Alfrey with a miss on the 7. And he knows when you're trying to catch the leaders, you can't do that.
You can't. Nope.
Wow.
That's a good shot. But boy, for some reason that angle is not getting that 7.
Well, you know one thing. It's not a tentative release, right?
Right. Yeah.
He's got everything into it. And Jacob Lewis with a 2-4-10 split.
Bailey Maverick, good ball switch, it looks like there. Great shot. Matt Sanders.
Looking for the front 5.
Beautiful. Well, he's made some good shots this game.
Well, that's the challenge here when you go from, and you're, especially for these guys that bowled on 9 and 10. They are making a big jump to 3 and 4, where 7 and 8 just going one pair to the right. Big difference there.
Oh, yeah.
And as we know, 3 and 4 has been kind of the tricky pair all weekend.
Nice shot by Gene Perez.
Boy, Lucas can't get it.
He can't get it up on there on that lane.
Yeah, he just can't get that right lane figured out. He's left 2 3 pins and now a bucket. Kind of struggling here.
Yeah, the pace has slowed down. We are getting some people coming back. Matt Sanders is quietly locking himself in. Solid 8, Matt Sanders. On the front 5.
Well, when you throw him there, you just want to carry him.
Yeah.
You just don't stop the string,
Yeah.
right? Now Braden Alfrey with the good conversion on the 2-8, but he needs to throw strikes. He's down 24 to the cut. He's somewhat bowling Jacob Lewis on his own pair right now. And right now, Lucas Francis is running out of frames.
Yeah, he's going to put together a finish. Nice shot, TJ Schmidt.
There's a double.
Yep.
Matt Wilhite, he can't wait to get out of here.
I was going to say, yeah, that's real hard 2 games there.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating when you
Bowled
get
good all day, and yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah, you get this far and you're just hoping to keep going.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good one, Jacob Lewis. He needs to get going himself there. He needs a couple. Get a couple more to that string to get himself some room. Loosen the swing up a little bit again. It's Bailey Maverick for 3 in a row. It's a big shot.
Oh,
he didn't deserve that 9 anyway.
Almost a solid 9.
Yeah, he didn't deserve that 9 anyway. That was a good shot.
Yeah, head pin coming back off the sidewall, and Gene Perez misses the 6.
Oh, my.
Well, you don't see that.
Nope.
He's still in good shape, though.
He's in the 190s now, though.
That's one thing. There's no panic in Gene. Well, guys that are threatening to get their way into the cut would be Matt Sanders.
He's probably close to the leader now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Through 7 frames.
Oh, Braden Alfrey with a solid 9.
Oh. Solid 7.
And Lucas just can't get anything going.
That was a good shot. Solid 7 on that one.
Well, the most he can shoot right now is 228, and I'm not sure plus 16 is enough. Oh, what a great break. Might be a cracked pin in that rack in lane 8. Sounded kind of funny. There's Gene right back into it. Right now, I think you have a couple of guys, Mike, that can sneak in, and that's Bailey Maverick and Matt Sanders.
I think Matt's already snuck in and went by.
Yeah. Well, that was pretty much those that were outside of the number going into that after the first game.
Great shot by Bailey Maverick. Oh, big shot for that washout by Jacob Lewis. Good count saver, great spare. TJ Schmidt, solid 9. Beautiful ball in 3 in a row, solid 9. Rips the rack, Lucas Francis rips the rack, keeps his hopes alive here. Getting down to the last 3 frames here. TJ Schmidt picks up that solid 9. Ryan Burton with a good shot. He's in the 2 teens, has 2:30 left. He's going to walk himself into it. Ryan Burton. Bailey Maverick with a little extra time on this one.
Big shot.
Yeah, big shot.
Oh,
solid 10. Great shot.
And he's still in the 240s.
Yeah. Matt Sanders sets up his 9th frame.
Oh, Gene comes in light.
Even the 3
pin. He's not locked in by any stretch. And Lucas just had a chance there, and he's pretty much eliminated. Just couldn't get anything going on that right lane. Oh, great shot there from Jacob Lewis, who's
picked up the washout the last frame. Great spare to hold count.
Well, he's not secured his spot yet either. All right, Matt Sanders looking at about well, he's in the 230s with any mark. Ryan Burton is securely in. He's going to be in the 2 teens. He'll be in the 460s. Gene's got 215 out there, Mike, and that's going to put him in the 460s. And he's going to need to strike out here. Any miss, and he could be in the 190s. Yeah. Oh, 2-8. Lucky just to be the 2-8 for TJ. Boy, it's going to come down to the last 2 or 3 shots in this game. That's what you love about this format.
Gene taking the first re-rack I've seen. Get himself set up here. Like to get that first one tonight to keep this game going for him.
Well, Bailey Maverick, he can not afford to miss. Oh, great shot.
Boy, that solid 10's a big one, wasn't it? The last frame for him.
You just don't want to miss when you throw it that good.
Oh, there's a strike for Matt Sanders. He's going to put himself in.
Oh my goodness, a 5.
He got around that one real quick with his release, got on the side of it.
Well, he can still make that.
Yeah.
Not over yet. You know, if he can make this spare 203, still in the 450s. Oh, Jacob Lewis doesn't like it. Oh, it's a washout. Boy, you can see the pressure starting to mount, can't you?
That's what he left last time on that lane.
And Gene, little does Gene know it, but those two could be bowling each other for this last spot. Matt Sanders is going to put his name in.
Oh, good try at that.
161. Oh, Lucas just threw it right in the gutter. All right, Jacob Lewis needs to make this. Well, when he sticks at the foul line. Open frame. 152. Boy, lanes 3 and 4, Mike, are
it's a tough pair
striking
for 'em.
again, right?
Yeah.
Boy, they are really making things difficult. Brandon Alfrey, Mike, can shoot 214. He might not be out of this. TJ Schmidt right now has a split. The 410. He opens with 180. He just needs to mark. Would put him in the 430s. That would mean Jacob Lewis and Braden Alfrey could not go around him. Matt Sanders with 481.
Big shot. Jacob Lewis tripping the 4.9.
214 for Ryan Burton. 469. Oh, Bailey Maverick with a ripped 7. Oh. Oh, boy. Bailey could have really rained on the parade of a couple of guys if that one goes. No. Yeah, Jacob Lewis is going to be out. Boy, and he bowled so well up to this point.
Yeah.
Up to this game.
Yeah, it just looked like it looks like a little more difficult pair, but boy, definitely lost his confidence out there, and just the crispness of his shooting was not quite there.
Well, and the ball, this lane for some reason had a lot more push down lane. Uh-oh, Bailey Maverick. Okay, he makes it. He could still shoot 239, Mike. That would put him plus 37. He could go around Gene Perez if Gene doesn't double. Needs both of them.
Oh, solid.
Gene's going to be, I think, on the outside looking in right now. 172 for Jacob Lewis. 406. That's not going to be enough. TJ is already at plus 17, and he hasn't even thrown a ball yet in 10th frame.
Beautiful shot.
That's going to lock his way in. I think Bailey Maverick could be the 4th. Gene's going to be 181 with a strike, and that's going to be 29. 29. Bailey Maverick can shoot 39. Yes, Bailey Maverick can. It's going to come down to Gene and Bailey. Gene needs a good count here. TJ Schmidt's going to be bowling for the title. It's going to be the 2 O's. That's going to put him in plus 37 right now, or 36 right now if he doesn't make the 7-pin. Here is the tournament for Bailey Maverick right here. 10th frame. Has to strike.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Boy, and he's just thinking to myself, can I just get 1, 10, or 7 to go down?
I know. And
he is easily in.
Oh, my.
Oh, bad pin count there. That's going to be 178. 220, 426 for Gene Perez.
He needs to fill. Bailey needs to fill.
437. Well, right now, 229.
It's enough, right?
It would be enough. He just needs good count.
Well, he needs to fill 10.
Yeah.
Or
he needs to fill 9. 27, would that get him in? No, he's got to have. Yeah, he's got to have 10.
He needs 10.
Oh, that's enough.
That's 10.
Oh, he is going to sneak in. What a clutch game.
What shot making.
There from Bailey Maverick.
Yeah, great shot
making. And boy,
making.
Braden Alfrey's thinking he missed a 7-pin. in the third frame. If he makes that, he has a chance to go around both. Oh, and he's stone 9. He wouldn't have had enough anyway, but
got tight. Got within single-digit pins there for a couple of bowlers.
But your final 4 will be Matt Sanders, Ryan Burton, Bailey Maverick, and TJ Schmidt. And can you believe this? 3 past champions find themselves in the final 4 here at the Indiana Scratch Classic. All right, that's going to wrap things up here for the round of 9. Once again, your final 4 here in the championship match of the Indiana Scratch Classic will be Matt Sanders with a 481, Ryan Burton with a 469, TJ Schmidt 437, and Bailey Maverick 436. Can Bailey Maverick reign on the past champion parade and claim his first state championship? We'll find out right after this here on Savage Bowling TV.
Okay, I want to welcome you to the 2023 Indiana Scratch Classic Finals. We're down to the final four. They're going to bowl two games, total pin match, to determine their standings. Our first participant today is Bailey Maverick. Following him will be TJ Schmidt. On the other lane will be Ryan Burton. And Matt Sanders. Again, they're going to bowl two games, total pins, to determine the championship. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, I'm going to grab you first. and turn this. All right, down here on lane side with TJ Schmidt. And TJ, you've kind of battled your way here to another finals match here at the Scratch Classic, and I know you grinded your way that last game to shoot 202 to sneak in, but what's your game plan here? Fresh pair here on the championship pair.
Yeah, I had a good look to start with the exponent playing, 18, 19 out to about 8, 9, and so because the fronts go away so quick here, I'm burning basically between 11 and 8 to, if I do miss right early, hopefully the ball will recover. But other than that, just trying to give myself a chance to have some miss room.
A lot at stake here for you. Could be the first 4-time champion here for both the Masters and the Scratch Classic.
Yeah, I mean, haven't thought too much about it. I know these next 2 games are going to be a battle, so we'll see.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, and I'm going to grab you real quick. Boy, you love this place, right? I told Mike that he's going to have to put a plaque in here with your name on it because it seems like every year you're in here in the final match here at the Scratch Classic. 2 wins already, looking for a third. What's your plan of attack here on this fresh pair?
That's a good question. I mean, like you said, we're going to fresh. We haven't bowled in this pair yet, so it's been sitting for a while. I haven't exactly had my best stuff for a few of the first rounds, so hopefully we can just get comfortable and try to knock them all down. Nothing too crazy today.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you.
I'm going to catch a word here with Mr. Bailey Maverick. And Bailey, you kind of rained on a few guys' parades there. You shoot a big game, 239, to sneak into the championship match here once again at the Scratch Classic. What are you seeing out here so far in practice? I know you got a few minutes left, but you have a chance to stake your first claim here at a state championship.
Well, with it being fresh, we got to keep the ball in play. I definitely, like the last pair when I shot 239, we had a little bit of carry down, so we had a little bit of hold, was able to get it off the bump a little bit. But with it being fresh, it's back to flat. We got to get the ball to tumble early and get it to tumble in that track. So we're just trying to find the best look, and hopefully it's enough to win, and if it is, it is.
You feel like you're kind of playing with a little bit of house money here? You know, you were on the outside looking in, you battled your way back in, and now you're up against a bunch of past champions.
Champions, not champions. These guys are really good people, and I'm really close with them. I could be bowling anybody right now. It doesn't matter. I'm just glad to be here.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, California kid, you're looking to be the first guy ever to win back-to-back titles here at the Scratch Classic. Fresh pair. You've had a few minutes here to warm up. What are you seeing?
Pretty similar. I bowled on this pair in qualifying, and it gave me a little bit of struggles just because it pushed down the lane a little bit more than the middle of the house. So just put some surface on my ball, trying to make it read early, and keep my break point in front of me.
Well, you probably are one of these guys that you don't want to be pinched and waked up because you've pretty much bowled well every week that you played now. How much have you thought about staking that back-to-back championships? Has that crossed your mind at all here?
Not much. If I'm fortunate enough to do that, then it'll be a big celebration after, but just trying to bowl 2 good games right now.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, Ryan Burton, everyone. Guys, we'll be back with the championship match. A couple of minutes left in practice. Stay tuned and watch for more here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, welcome back here to Savage Bowling TV's presentation of the Indiana Scratch Classic from Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl in Lafayette, Indiana. Scott Gilmore, Mike Aulby, and Chad Lester in the broadcast booth. We're here now at the championship match here on lanes 5 and 6, and man, do we have a star-studded field here. We have defending champion Ryan Burton, two-time champion Matt Sanders, a past champion in TJ Schmidt, and a gentleman looking for his first state title in Bailey Maverick, and he'll lead the way with a strike.
Nice and smooth right out of the get-go there. Great shot.
Before we get too far underway, I want to thank our sponsors, the Brands of Brunswick. I want to thank their contributions. Pinheads, Bowling and Entertainment, and Fishers. Big Four Socks, Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl. Tim Mack's Victory Lane Pro Shop, A1 Automotive, and RT Tour Experience for making this broadcast possible. And once again, Mike, I just feel like this tournament delivers exciting, dramatic finishes. And boy, with these four guys, you're looking at another one, I believe.
Yeah, that last round, I mean, obviously, we didn't think anybody was going to be backing in, and they really didn't. We had some people back out, but we had a couple just came in there and took their spots, and the big one was Bailey Maverick.
TJ gets that a little wide right. 2-4-8-10.
Two games that may not seem like much, but we're going to see probably two different games here by the time the lanes, because this pair had not been used today. So I think Matt will take the 9 instead of what the 8-10 or 7-10 was looking at there for a second.
We were talking before we came back on the air, and how our thoughts were that TJ and Bailey were working a little bit together there to try to break this pair down right, because they know the lefties are going to play in the same area. They were trying to do the same, right?
Yep. And, you know, so far it looks like it's been close to them, you know, what they found and what they've done. But these four, I mean, these four players we have left are all more than capable of doing anything, you know, to win this title on their own.
Well, a lot at stake here, not only the money, but everyone wants the state title in their resume. You know, and the things you think about that some might not. You know, a state title automatically gets you eligible for the State Hall of Fame. That's one of the big qualifiers. And some of these guys, several of these guys are going to be well on their way. TJ with 3 titles, Matt with 2. You're looking at future Hall of Famers right here in the state of Indiana.
Beautiful shot. Two great ones out of the gate.
Now Ryan Burton, he's the California kid going to school here at Purdue, who has really bowled well in everything. But can Bailey Maverick reign on the past champions parade? He kind of reflected a little bit of that when we talked to him before the match started. You know, these guys are all good friends. They all respect one another's game. And
yeah, best thing to do is take care of yourself here.
That's right. Good shot there from TJ. You know, one thing, these guys are not going to panic either. You looked at Matt Sanders in the one game, he was really kind of just struggling, and then figures something out and shoots the back 6 for 224. So these guys just don't ever panic.
No, and then Matt Sanders put together the second game and just locked himself in and took the lead. So, yeah, Matt's looked pretty good all day, and I'm sure it'll be the same way this time. He'll just may take him a few frames to get locked in and feel comfortable, and then off he'll go.
Oh, little
big break there.
Light mixer 5-pin threatening to stand up, and not sure if Ryan really likes his look right now.
He has that look of not quite sure, doesn't he, yet?
Yeah, well, light bucket on the left lane, light on the right for a strike. What's amazing about these guys, and they've all proved it, is the ability to focus on the task at hand and not get wrapped up into, you know, having the nerves take over and the mind playing tricks on yourself. These guys are just about executing And that's what makes him so tough. The outside things, the outside noise don't really bother him too much.
No, not at all.
Oh, almost a pocket 7-10.
You know, I'll tell you what, there was just a couple hits that, last game that kept him from throwing big strings, and that's kind of like one of them right there where he left a couple hits where it looked like destroyed 9 of them and left one, but great shot.
Yeah, he could easily have been in the 260s last game. Instead, he had to strike out in the 10th to get in. Oh, light mixer 10. And you made a great point just as this match started. It is going to be 2 different games in a sense, because you're going to see guys fighting transition. This pair is going to change quite a bit here, especially when you have 2 lefties and 2 righties. That needs to hook, and it does.
Not a lot, but it did. Yeah, you're going to see a little bit of difference, and it's just who's going to be able to keep up with the pace of that change to not give away any frames.
Well, this is Bailey Maverick's 2nd appearance in the championship round at the Indiana Scratch Classic. And remember, he was involved in that star-studded field with, I believe, with EJ and Kevin. And
big
and
break.
the 9 goes down. The last pin to fall. Now TJ from, I believe, still lives in Osceola, which is up near South Bend. Matt Sanders, obviously from Columbus. Lives in Columbus, originally from Evansville. I'm not 100% sure where Bailey grew up in, but he was, if you remember right, he bowled in the Indiana High School Bowling Single State Championship. So he's been a talented player for a long time.
Nice shot. Ryan there. It's the best looking shot he's thrown yet.
Ryan, just kind of an unimposing individual.
Yep.
Great kid, super nice. Nothing really seems to bother him, it looks like. Very calm, cool, collected. Boy, does he have a good game.
Very solid. Bailey's one of the smoothest I've seen in quite some time. Just, which makes great shots, and ball does what it needs to. And
a lot of knee bend, really gets down on the shot.
yeah, those pressure shots in the 10th, I mean, they were no different than the first frame. I mean, nice shot by Matt. Solid 7.
Right now, some guys, Matt included, struggling with a little bit of carry issue.
I think Matt's you can see it working in his head. He's dialing in. He's thinking what he needs to do to get there.
And now Bailey Maverick with 2 great shots and then back-to-back 7 pins, threatening to lead the 7-10. Oh.
Nice shot. But what we've seen a couple people, jump out with those 240s and 250s and have a little bit of leeway, and they either come back to the field or somebody catches up with them. So these 4 are going to keep it pretty tight, I think.
Man, good spare there for Matt.
He's a great spare shooter.
And again, we talked earlier, too, no panic in Matt Sanders' game. Some guys, they can't carry the first 4 or 5 shots. They go fishing, and then all of a sudden you go open, and then
it's more trouble.
He's just going to stay the course here.
Pins just aren't letting anybody get ahead here. We're coming in at some steep angles here, so.
Well, and you made a comment, too, earlier about how much back-end reaction some of the players had. Can they find the ball to go through the pins the right way? Real solid
pretty
game.
Ball. Yeah, pretty ball.
Also just goes to show you, Bailey had some success early on the tour made an early show in the Players Championship, and then all of a sudden, he's kind of hit a wall.
Mm-hmm.
That proverbial wall as a young player. You're trying to figure out how pairs and patterns transition, and you look at his game and you're like, how does a kid like that struggle? But that just shows you how good the tour is.
There's a lot of great players there. Kind of TJ got around that one a little early, and ball just didn't quite get to its hook point before it broke loose. And gets a good break though, just a 3-6.
Well, he's throwing something with a little more surface, slow that ball down lane, trying to avoid the steep angles.
Yeah. He kind of created the angle on that one.
Yeah.
He kind of hit it a little harder.
And when you set it short.
A little more up the lane on that one, just didn't quite get it to the hook.
Well, here now, if you're Matt Sanders, you're lucky that nobody's really stringing him, because you can kind of stay within reach. But at some point in time, he's going to have to figure out how to throw a strike. He's almost halfway through first game.
Yeah, last thing he want to do is have to shoot a big one in the second game to catch up. But he showed he can do that, so But we're only halfway through this game, so we'll see what happens to finish it. Everybody seemed to have somewhat of the pocket now, but they should start changing again here.
Oh, boy, none of the players can seem to get a strike right now.
Well, just have that angle. The angle's just not quite there. Get the ball in a little deeper, and you send it out, and it just comes in behind, and try to square up a little more, and just wants to break loose.
Now Bailey Maverick can kind of position himself here quite nicely with the strike here in the 6th frame. That's wide right. First time he's missed the pocket.
Yeah.
Checks the footing there at the foul line. The 1-2-4.
Ryan kind of waiting on that one. I wasn't sure either.
I was.
Yeah.
I've never really liked to shoot corner pin spares that way, especially on a sport pattern.
Yeah. As everybody's going, him and hauling behind you going, oh no.
And he's just like, it'll get there.
It's coming. It's 60 feet. We still got time.
Oof.
Yeah, that's one of those tough ones where you're not quite sure how to shoot that spare after you let one out there like that. It doesn't come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that one's flush. I mean, I don't know where we don't carry that one.
Yeah, solid 8-pin.
Yeah, rolled up soon, earlier and got right to the pocket. And man.
And that was out there near the 1 board.
Yeah.
And he hasn't struck yet, and he's only missed the pocket one time.
Oh, big break by TJ. Yeah,
hit him thin, watch him spin, they always say, don't they?
He'll take that one.
Absolutely.
I was afraid he was going to be in the same zone that Bailey threw the last frame.
Well, and as you know, it's so hard to get to this point. You take whatever you can get, right?
Yeah.
It's all about results, whatever it takes. Well, we're halfway through game number 1, and no one's really separated themselves.
They've all been able to hit the pocket. Yeah, that's one of the best shots Ryan's thrown so far.
He's got 128 in the 6th.
Now, he set himself up for that big finish, to get a good solid game to put some distance between some of the other 3.
He's got a 2-pin lead on TJ Schmidt here. Bailey Maverick with an open frame in the 6th, now 7th frame.
Birdie shot.
Beautiful shot there. We're up here in the perch right behind the championship pair, 5 and 6. Great view here. Always love coming here, Mike, and your facility's top notch. And
oh, wow, almost left it again.
He's thinking to himself,
Well, we love having the tournament and having, Savage Bowling TV out here and you and Chad, and it's just it's a lot of fun. Thanks for including me and Arrowhead as part of it.
Well, they're starting to call us the Three Amigos. I don't know if that's good or not. Oh, great shot there by TJ.
Yep, pretty shot.
He takes an 8-pin lead now over Ryan Burton. Now maybe the strikes will start coming here. See enough transition, and
although they've handled it pretty well as far as hitting the pocket goes, it's just finding the angle to strike. Uh-oh. Oh.
Bailey with the head pin.
Big shot.
Oh, right through the face.
A little too soft, I think. Yeah, every time somebody looks like they're kind of getting a leg up a little bit, and it just either something doesn't carry or they don't get the right reaction.
Right now, TJ has a great opportunity here in the 8th frame. Opened in the first, but he's been solid here. Striking in 5 of his next 6 shots. TJ looking to become the first guy to win both the Masters and the Scratch Classic twice.
What a great feat that is. Oh my.
Comes in light. Now he's got.
I swear you don't want to have the ball in your hands when you can really take a good step forward.
Excellent.
So far, everybody's failed on that.
Now Matt Sanders with a chance here.
He threw it pretty good.
Oh, pin's dancing there.
Yeah, nice shot.
Oh, to be able to throw the ball. You know how that is. You've thrown so many good shots
I really
when you
don't
needed
remember
it.
that anymore. I have to watch videos to remember.
Hey, we'll go on YouTube here when we're done, and we'll show you some. Got a chance. Ooh, misses.
Yeah. That's all still real tight, but yeah. Here's in the 9th and 10th where you can make up some room, that's for sure.
Now Bailey Maverick here. After a couple of loose shots here.
On the right lane, though. Yeah, it's really been on the right lane. Yeah, now he's going to finish on the right lane, so he's been errant 2 in a row on the right lane.
He's got to figure it out here pretty quick.
Yeah. Big 9th frame for everybody here so far.
Oh,
beautiful
great shot. Right back in it.
Yep.
Well, he's got 216 out there. Bailey Maverick's got 216 out there. TJ on a 200 pace. And lo and behold, Matt Sanders working on a 2-teen pace here. So, I mean,
yeah,
it is super close here.
So Bailey's coming over with another ball there. I don't know if he's got something else he's going to try here. Pretty
great shot.
Yeah, pretty shot. Oh, we got three of the 4 bowlers so far set up the 9th.
All right, Matt Sanders here. 9th frame, working on a double. Out on the edge. And he got that one too far left.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he went a little softer too, but yeah, he definitely got the ball to just jump off that outside.
Yeah, I think he got it out there a little earlier than what he'd like.
Yeah. So far, nobody's been able to take the bull by the horns there.
You're right.
Big shot.
Oh, flat 7.
Yeah, that ball came in very steep, really behind the head pin. But he threw the pins around good enough. Could have had a shot at that, but Matt Sanders, 247, could be tough. Great spare shooter. He's solid all day on the spares. And after 8 frames, basically there's 5 pins between all 4 of them.
It's almost like this first game. We're just going to bowl the first game, and then we're going to put all of it on the line in game 2, which is what we're setting up to do here. Oh,
takes that. We've seen some 8s and 9s today, but that was a great shot there. Great shot, big one too.
Oh,
it's that double.
Yeah, Ryan Burton looking to shoot 196 his first game. And he leaves with 2-pin, 3-pin, and he kept that one in and didn't want to finish.
Didn't react. Yeah, never picked up early enough.
It's almost like he has to get it out there,
but not too early.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
a challenge.
It's a little treacherous right now.
Now Bailey Maverick could potentially take the lead in this match with a strike here, second ball in the 10th. That's right. Again, like you said, Mike, somebody has a chance to really take the lead.
They haven't been able to do it. Yeah.
Nobody's been able to really solidify themselves. Bailey with the 1 blemish in the 6 where he missed the 1-2-4. Or excuse me, the 1-2-4. And Matt Messenger, yeah. Oh, what a break.
Yeah, that came from the left side over there. That's what you got to get. You got to run with those.
That's going to keep him close. 203 here with a spare for Bailey Maverick. Good cover.
Yep.
Nobody is out of this match. TJ Schmidt can take the lead in this match with the finish in the 10th.
Nice shot.
Well, that's going to give Matt Sanders the lead right now. 211 with the strike. However, he's only going to have a 16-pin lead on Ryan Burton, who is in 3rd right now with 195. Just a mark between those two. That's right. Oh. Ball hangs. It looked like it was right off his hand.
He felt pretty good with that one.
He seemed to like it, though, didn't he?
Maybe it's the transition, the part where it just hits, and, at that point, you don't know it until it hits. Matt Sanders going to take the lead in the first game.
211. Now, big spare here for TJ. He needs to try to – he needs to convert this.
Yeah, he's going to put himself way behind here if he doesn't.
Right now he's 6 strikes, but only 1 spare. And he misses it. It's going to put him in the 180s. 186. All right, game number 1 has concluded right now. Matt Sanders leading with 211. Second, Bailey Maverick 203. Ryan Burton third with 195. TJ Schmidt fourth with 186. We'll be back after this short timeout with game number 2 here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, welcome back here to Savage Bowling TV for the Indiana Scratch Classic Championship match here on lanes 5 and 6 from Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl in Lafayette, Indiana. Mike Aulby, Chad Lester, Scott Gilmore here in the broadcast booth. Game number 1 has concluded. Matt Sanders, a 2-time champion of the Indiana Scratch Classic, has the lead with a game of 211. Just behind him is Bailey Maverick with a 203, Ryan Burton 195, TJ Schmidt 186. Now, Bailey Maverick, first shot of game number 2 with a strike.
And that seemed to be his tough lane the last time. He had a couple shots that were errant, but good comeback on that one to start the match. A big game here could do it.
All right, before we get too far in, want to thank our sponsors who make this broadcast possible. Want to thank RT Tour Experience, A1 Automotive, Tim Max, Victory Lane Pro Shop, Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl, Big Four Socks, and Pinheads Bowling and Entertainment in Fishers. And also want to thank the Brands of Brunswick for all their contributions to make this broadcast possible and all of the state USBC events possible. They've been a big supporter here of all the bowling here in the state of Indiana, and can't thank Brunswick's Brands enough for that. And now Ryan Burton with the 2-4-7.
Oh, good spare.
Boy, he just made it.
Yeah, it was
Boy,
another 6 inches, and then
that's not
he'd
me,
had
yeah.
9 out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good spare.
Also, if you would like to bowl in some of the upcoming Indiana State USBC events, go to their website at indianastateusbc.org. Click on the tournaments page. You can register online and pay online for the Open Championships in Lafayette, the Women's Championships in Muncie, Youth Championships in Fort Wayne, and also the Indiana Masters and Indiana Queens from Anderson and Championship Lanes, and the Indiana Senior Open Tournament in Evansville. So if you'd like to bowl in an Indiana State USBC organized event, do so today, and you may enter online at indianastateusbc.org. And Matt Sanders going through the face there and leaving a 2-7 split.
After T.J. Smith threw just a wonderful shot, ripping the rack and getting the scout on the 10.
Now another 2-4-7 for Ryan Burton. And now you're seeing some transition here where players now having trouble keeping the ball from jumping through the face. Big spare here for Matt Sanders.
Beautiful.
Boy, they make that look so easy.
Yeah.
That's the one. Did you ever have a leave that you just really struggled to make? I know you were a fantastic spare shooter.
No, it was either buckets or the 2-4-7, like that. You know, something that variety, or the other side of the bucket, because you just always had so much trouble with the chops. You know, getting the ball to chop, and unless you just, you know, once you got into throwing it hard and straight, then that's kind of, I started doing that, and that helped a lot. Just taking a plastic ball and just trying to fade it back in. You know, something similar to what Matt's doing, but I don't think I was as good as Matt is. That's for sure.
All right, Bailey Maverick looking to be the first person on this pair in game 2 to start off with a double. Oh, comes in light, 4-pin.
Oh, I got that one back, though. Oh, good shot.
Nice comeback shot there for Matt.
Yep.
I think Matt probably feels like, I just need to execute. He seems to have both lanes under control for the most part, just executing every shot.
But it doesn't take much to throw it, you know, high or light either way. I think they all have that problem, you know. It's just that they know what to do. It's just, well, it doesn't take much to make it go haywire and go higher or light. You know, and the light one seems to give them all the splits.
All right, regardless, history is going to be written after the conclusion of this tournament. We're going to have history made from one of 3, and actually all 4, one looking for their first title. Now, T.J. Schmidt first, second frame. He's trailing in this match to Matt Sanders by 25. That's just a solid
Nice
shot.
Yep.
Boy,
Pretty shot.
Yeah, he posted that. Really looked good at the foul line.
Yeah, ball looked really clean and nothing crazy down there, and just nice and smooth in the pocket.
TJ, a well-accomplished bowler, was the Collegiate Player of the Year as a senior at Purdue.
Nice shot.
Tried his hand on some of the regional tour, had some success. You know, now he's a father of 2. And, you know, life changes a little bit when you have children.
It does, yeah, it sure does.
priorities change a little bit. And ooh,
Ryan just having trouble getting the right angle.
247 and add the 8.
You know, when you go to get more loft, you also get more lift, and that's certainly what that looked like there. Just the ball got to the back end and just double timed.
Hooks a little bit earlier
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah, just harder and sharper. Oh, what
he
a
made a
beautiful
ball
shot.
change. Ball
Beautiful
changed
shot.
on the right lane, Mike.
Yeah, beautiful shot. And, you know, it's the second game. It's the last game, so now's the time. You don't want to keep that in your pocket if you think that's what it takes. Pretty spare, Ryan.
Yeah, you don't want to have woulda, shoulda, couldas,
Yeah,
right?
no.
When you're
Yep. These short 2-game matches, you gotta make the move quick.
well, and you only have so many shots on
Yeah.
each lane, right?
Yeah.
And he's probably thinking, what I got is not working well on the right lane. He's going to go with 2 different balls.
And boy, that certainly looked confident to do too. Wasn't a hesitation there.
Now, big shot here for Matt Sanders, even though he's leading. But TJ with the front 3.
Boy, nice shot.
Matt now with the double. Maintains a 16-pin lead over TJ. Ryan Burton's in trouble.
Yeah, just having trouble finding that angle.
Now Bailey Maverick needs to make this to keep within a 8-pin deficit. Down 18 right now to Matt Sanders. Can cut it to 8 with a strike. Oh my God,
Wow.
An absolute stone 7. Boy, he has not had a lot of luck.
No.
He's left 2 Swisher 7s.
Yeah, that was just everything 9 back, and somebody forgot to do their job there on the 7. Man.
People might say, "Oh, Ryan's showing off down there," but that's how he makes.
does it.
That's
Yeah.
how he shoots his 7 pins, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Back up across
A
the
little
lane.
hair raising for some of us, but yeah, that's the way you do it. Yeah, that's the
And not
way-
for me anymore. I don't have any hair.
Yeah, he's confident with what he does. Yeah, that's the key.
Right. Impressive what these kids can do
Mhm.
to the bowling ball.
Definitely.
Wow. Good spare, but a tough one to take there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he could do that's any better than that.
Yeah.
And he's done, and he's had the left lane under full control. Oh, solid 7. Now TJ Schmidt can find himself.
Yeah, he can jump into that lead or take some of that lead away right here.
Down 16, can cut it to actually 5 pins here with a strike. That's how you make up a 25-pin deficit pretty darn quick. Throw the first 4.
Oh, what a shot. Great shot by TJ Schmidt. Pretty shot. Great carry. Boy, aggressive.
He's another one they're going to have to put a plaque in here in your center. He has bowled well here
Yeah.
in this tournament on numerous occasions. Already won 1, looking for 2. All right, good spare there from Matt. 69 in the 3rd.
That had a good angle to it.
Just a 4-pin lead for Matt Sanders now over TJ Schmidt.
Well, if you look at everybody, if everybody puts together some strings on the way out of here, they got a chance. I would say everybody's still in it. A couple need some strikes though.
Oh,
That's a nice one.
God, that's
Boy,
what
that would have been 3. Boy, that
Oh,
was huge.
you're not a kidding. Well, you're looking at that 4th frame
Yeah.
and a stone
Yeah.
7.
Mhm.
Just an awful break. Now Matt Sanders looking to get back on the strike train here in the 5th. Didn't like it.
It wasn't good off his
Oh,
hand.
oh, nope.
Yeah, he kind of lost it on the bottom there, I think. Didn't quite get what he wanted on it.
3-pin. Now TJ Schmidt can take a 7. Make that an 8-pin lead here with a strike in the 5th. Oh, comes in high. That ball really hit the spot.
He didn't deliver with the confidence he had the last time on that lane. That was a little soft looking and just not quite as confident. But hey, good break, leaving 6.
Oh. There's a spare here. He'll have 109 in the 4th. Still be down 4 to Matt Sanders. All right, good cover. Now Bailey Maverick, who had a 17-pin lead on TJ.
Bailey and Ryan Burton both can put if they can get a strike here, they can make some people think.
Yeah, Bailey Maverick can cut into that deficit to TJ to 2, and to remember, he's only down 8 to Matt Sanders. He could take the lead, and he does.
A big break, a little bit of extra loft. The ball came in a little later, but boy, that 6-pin took the 10. Great shot by Bailey Maverick. Ryan Burton can do the same.
So Bailey Maverick positions himself in 2nd place.
Oh, he did it too.
Ryan Burton not out of it yet. It's getting good right now.
Yeah, every round seems to be getting more and more exciting, so everybody's still in it.
We want to thank you for watching the Indiana Scratch Classic here on Savage Bowling TV. Mike Aulby, Chad Lester, Scott Gilmore in the broadcast booth. We are down to the final 5 frames. Now TJ Schmidt, spare in the 5th, strike. Looking to strike here in the 6th. This has been his good lane. Oh, 7-pin. Good shot, though.
Yeah, see, that was much smoother, much cleaner, much more aggressive shot than he had on 6. See if Matt Sanders can get back on it here.
Oh, he leaves a 10.
Similar angle by both, just didn't quite get it up in there. Everything came off in front of the pin.
All right. Still a 21-pin lead in the game or TJ's got a 21-pin lead over Matt in the game, but he's down 4.
Well, here Ryan Burton can put his name in around the lead here too now. Coming up, he's on the double.
Well, Bailey Maverick has control. Actually, you're right. 8-pin deficit to Ryan Burton, but he's leading.
Yeah.
No, he is down 8 to Bailey Maverick. So he's down 16 right now to Bailey. He just has to keep striking.
Oh,
he
gets a good shot.
I don't know how you're going to calculate all this, because it is getting tight.
Everybody is in it. Yeah,
I'm going to have to take my shoes and socks off, Mike, I think.
They are all in it right now. Bailey Maverick wants to keep up with Ryan Burton.
This is a huge shot now here for Bailey Maverick. Oh, what a shot.
Yeah, that ball was, I tell you, I think it finished. The ball might have taken the 7 out of as sharp as that ball was breaking.
My, oh my, this is about as tight between 4 players as you can get.
Well, Matt's going to want to get back on it here as well as TJ.
Pretty shot. Great shot.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
TJ's staying with that ball he switched to now.
Hey, we said before we even started match play, the eliminator format finals, that the Scratch Classic delivers drama every year, and
frame by frame.
And we have no more. This is some of the most clutch strikes you're seeing right now, is all 4 competitors so close together in score.
Much cleaner.
Yeah. Oh, and he gets
much better than the last time on that lane. Yeah, much smoother, more aggressive. Well, back to Bailey and Ryan here. They're the ones that have the cards right now because they've got the big string that they can take it out.
Well, right now, to be honest with you, 102. I believe Matt Sanders still has the lead in this tournament.
Oh, pretty shot, Bailey Maverick.
I believe Matt Sanders still has the lead in this match. 4 pins right now over TJ Schmidt.
Oh, Ryan keeping
Ryan
up the
gets
pace.
it. And actually, Bailey, with that strike in the 8, goes around Matt Sanders by 5 pins. But then now with that strike by Ryan Burton, he goes around everyone. So right now, Ryan Burton is leading the way. It is so close, Mike. It's hard to. Oh, terrible break.
Yeah.
On his good lane, too. Right after a great shot in the 7th. Oh,
Big
he
shot.
rips the rack.
Here we are going into the 9th frame, big 9th frame. Oh,
Oh, he almost, wow.
big 9th frame. This will say a lot right here.
That's going to really make things difficult for TJ here. Most he can do is 422 if he strikes out with 236.
Well, you know, if Bailey strikes out and Matt Sanders strikes out, Bailey's the winner. Because Matt's only got what left? 240s?
Yes.
Yeah, 260.
Yeah, Bailey controls
260.
his own destiny
Yeah,
right here.
yeah.
Oh, and he
four through the
goes
middle.
right through the nose with a 4 count. Oh, my goodness.
Now you go back to advantage Ryan here.
Boy, he controlled his own destiny, and that ball just snapped left. Oh, what a
that's
break.
big shot. That keeps him alive.
Now Matt Sanders must strike here.
Well, Matt Sanders is in control of his own destiny. If everybody strikes out, Matt Sanders still wins.
Correct.
But boy, you want to get
He's
this
got
one in the 9th here.
Yeah, he's got an 11-pin lead here over Ryan Burton. Ooh, interesting. 421, the most. Now, Bailey Maverick and 2. Boy, he lost so much count and then opens in the most critical situation. Oh,
Beautiful
strike there
shot
from Matt Sanders.
Beautiful shot.
Players throwing haymakers here.
Yeah, this has been quite exciting here. Now it's down to 2. 2 left.
Now Matt Sanders controls his own destiny, but Ryan Burton gets to finish before Matt. Now TJ, for any hope here, he is not out of it yet. Must strike. No.
Yeah, tough angle there.
And TJ's not going. Boy, he was right in the thick of things until that unfortunate break
Yeah.
with the 7-10
Yep.
in the 8th.
That hurt, yeah.
Then Bailey Maverick. You know, we talked about in game number 1, no one wanted to take control here. Now, down to 2 players here. Will we have a back-to-back champion or a 3-time champion? Boy, Bailey, I guarantee you would love to have that 9th frame over again.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't look like a bad shot off his hand. Boy, it just
it broke loose in the back. Yeah,
It
real
did.
sharp.
All right, here we go. Ryan Burton will finish first. How big will that be for?
Yeah. You know, the first one's big. The first one's big for sure.
Well, you know, you keep telling yourself you've been here before. Listen, you won it last year. You know what to do.
He's got himself back into it. So
Taking his time here. Bailey's going to come up short, but still another great tournament for this young man who's going to win sometime soon. Now Ryan Burton. Oh, comes
six
in
about
light.
fall forward. Yeah.
Matt Sanders.
Thought that was going to fall into it there.
Matt
Yeah.
Sanders just going to have to make a good shot here in the first ball in the 10th, and he's going to win this for the third time.
Well, you got to get Ryan's got to get that mark first.
Again, want to thank you for watching the Indiana Scratch Classic here on Savage Bowling TV. 10th frame here, championship match. All right, he got the spare. He's going to finish now with
Count's still important.
231. If he strikes here, that would put him 26 over. Would force Matt to have really a mark in the 10th.
Oh, big shot there.
You know, here's the other thing you got to think about. You're still bowling for place.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Second place pays more than
Yeah,
fourth.
right, exactly.
Oh, great shot. Ryan Burton finishes with 231 and a two-game total of 426. Boy, he gets that first one and 20 more pins, 446. Boy, that looks a heck of a lot better. Forces Matt to get the first one in the 10th. And TJ's going to have 215 or 216 here if he makes the spare. Really, if Mike, he needs to get one. He goes around Bailey. Oh, solid 7.
Yeah, we should be able to handle that.
TJ, I don't know, does he realize that if he...
No,
Mike,
I don't think he does.
That's a critical mistake there. I don't think he realized. They tied at 410. He could have went around him there. I don't know if he realized that or not.
There it is.
There's your winner, folks, Matt Sanders, a 3-time champion of the Indiana Scratch Classic, and he claws his way to another title. And again, I said before this match began that you're going to have to put a plaque in here with his name and face on it, Mike. He loves your center.
Yeah, there it is.
He'll finish with 224 and a two-game total of 435. Your champion once again, Matt Sanders. In second place, Ryan Burton with 426, and TJ Schmidt and Bailey Maverick tie at 410.
So what a match that was. What a match.
All right. We'll come back with the championship presentation and the trophy with Matt Sanders here on Savage Bowling TV right after this.
Welcome back to the 2023 Indiana Scratch Classic, and we're here with our first three-time winner, Matt Sanders. But first of all, before we talk to Matt about his great championship today, let's go to Mr. Bill Kendall with all the awards.
Hi, I'm Matt. On behalf of the Indiana Bowling Association as president, I'd like to present you with the trophy that you can share with all your friends.
Thank you, thank you.
And also, let me present you with a check that you can go out and take your friends to lunch.
There we go. There we go. All right.
All right, thank
All
you
right.
very much, Matt. Appreciate you bowling.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, Matt, I'll tell you what, it was a great job out there today. A long day probably for you, but first three-time champion of this event. And we've had some great champions. Obviously, this whole Final Four field had stories beyond belief of each one. You know, somebody to win two times. T.J. Schmidt could have won two Masters and two Scratch Classics. Ryan could have been the first defending champion to repeat. And then, of course, Bailey Maverick, who bowled really well, had an opportunity to win his first one. But you came out of here with your third one.
Yeah, I told Scott earlier I was pretty lucky. I definitely didn't have my best stuff in some of the earlier rounds. So, I mean, that wasn't the prettiest match, that's for sure. So I didn't have my best stuff today, and I'm really, really fortunate to be standing right here, to be honest. So those guys are really good, so hats off to them for a good final. But that was, that wasn't an easy one today, that's for sure. So I'd say a little well-earned. It was well-earned, I guess. We'll say that.
No, I think you can definitely say that. It was the Final Four where it was some of the best bowlers I've seen, and I'll tell you what, to win this thing three times, Indiana and the surrounding areas have had some great players through here, obviously, and you've won it three times, and you continue to make moves out there. It looked like just a carry.
Yeah, the start of that finals match was not the best again. So just kind of try to stay patient. Again, like I said, throughout the day I didn't have my best stuff, didn't have too many good games, so I just stayed patient. Wasn't feeling the best during the earlier rounds, so I was just hoping that my time would come. So got lucky to be here today.
Well, congratulations on the first three-time champion of the Indiana State Scratch Classic. And here in Lafayette, Bill Kendall, thank you so much for the USBC and all you guys do for us bowlers here in Indiana. And we're going to take a short break. I'll come back with Scott.
All right, welcome back to the Indiana Scratch Classic here from Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl. Scott Gilmore, Mike Aulby, Chad Lester here in the broadcast booth and wrap things up here. And, man, another Scratch Classic delivers all the drama you could ask for as a fan of the sport of bowling, and you couldn't ask for four more talented individuals than what we had there in the championship match. I wanted to kind of clarify the final standings. Obviously, Matt Sanders the winner, Ryan Burton second, Bailey Maverick third with 410, and my math was wrong with T.J. Schmidt. He finishes fourth with 400. But, man, interesting to say how Matt struggled just to find some consistency from round to round, and then he finds himself a three-time champion.
Well, yeah, I mean, we obviously know the talent of Matt Sanders, that one of those good guys on and off the lanes, and but I'm going to go back to the 9. I mean, you look at the 9, and any one of those 9 could have been in there and actually won this thing. And then you go to the round of 4, and in the 8th frame, any one of the 4 could have won. And it was just exciting all day, and what you could really watch these guys try to make their moves and the adjustments. And but yeah, 3 times Matt Sanders. Wow, awesome.
Well, you talk about the 9 that we had before the championship match and some names to really start thinking about and putting them in the back of your mind as guys that are going to make a run at one of these championships. Jacob Lewis right here from Lafayette bowled so well, hit the infamous 3 and 4 and struggled to his last game to miss the cut. Lucas Francis, the talented left-hander from Purdue University, and then Braden Alfrey bowled well, and he just couldn't get any carry to go on lanes 3 and 4 for himself in that second game, and was right there knocking on the door. So you got some guys that are in contention every week, and really right now, Matt, one of the guys that are at the top of the mountain.
Yeah, and he was saying there's not a lot bowl around anymore, but boy, coming out here and winning 3 of these, I mean, it just we could watch him back here. You could see the moves he was making, trying to strike and try to carry, and he made those moves. I mean, Matt obviously has experience and throws the ball great, knows his equipment, and he was able to come on top on a stellar field today.
Well, we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast of the Indiana Scratch Classic here on Savage Bowling TV. We have a bunch of bowling coming up as we take a little hiatus for the rest of the year and the holiday season, but coming up February 2nd through the 4th, we'll be back on the air for the Indiana Masters from Championship Lanes in Anderson, Indiana. And as you know, Mike, the largest attended tournament that the Indiana USBC hosts. And that's going to be exciting, too, as well.
Oh, it always is, and always great to return to Anderson and Dave Small's place. And it's can't wait to get out there, 2024.
Yeah, if you would like to bowl in an Indiana USBC event, please do so. Go to indianastateusbc.org, click on the tournament page, and you can enter online or registration online for all of the events that the Indiana USBC offers, the Open Championships, the Women's Championships, Youth, Indiana Masters, Indiana Queens, and the Indiana Senior Open Championships. That'll wrap things up here from Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl. For Chad Lester, our director and producer, and Mike Aulby, this is Scott Gilmore, your champion, the first 3-time winner of the Indiana Scratch Classic, your winner, Matt Sanders. So long from Lafayette.